Hey everybody, welcome to week 9. This week we're going to continue discussing social problems pertaining to gender. So let me go ahead and give you a quick rundown of the content that you'll find in the week 9 content folder this week. This first link, Understanding Sex and Gender, is just a brief reading that kind of explains what the terms sex and gender refer to. A lot of people in our society use those terms interchangeably, but they do have very different meanings. So this reading explains that a little bit and kind of links these terms to systems of inequality, which will help us understand social problems pertaining to gender. This next reading here talks about the concept feminism and its related concept sexism. And then I also included another short reading called the Feminist Perspective. So the purpose of these two readings here is to help people understand, first and foremost, what the term feminism actually refers to. It is one of the most misunderstood terms, I think, in our society today. So I include these readings so people can understand what it means, and also, especially this reading here, kind of understand its orientation in sociology. There's an entire social theory called Feminist Theory, which is basically an extension of conflict theory, but specifically looking towards inequalities and imbalances in power that pertain to gender in our society. So a little bit of insight about that. This next reading, Dimensions of Gender Inequality, just provides kind of a sociological perspective about how gender inequalities create issues in our society today. There's also a specific reading I include here about violence against women pertaining to rape and sexual assault, as that is one of the largest social problems pertaining to gender that our society continues to face today. And then also a brief reading titled Reducing Gender Inequality, which explains some strategies, some behaviors that all of us can start doing this very day to help reduce gender inequalities in our society. So I have one little mini lecture video here on the topic misogyny, sexism, and patriarchy to kind of explain how gender inequalities manifest in things like the media and in politics in the United States. I include the slides for that as well. I've also included a brief TED Talk video here titled The Dark Secret Behind Sexist Advertisements. As you'll see in a lot of the content this week, the media is a really powerful agent of socialization, and unfortunately the way women are portrayed in the media is often in a very negative light. They're sexually objectified, and as a result it kind of teaches people in our society that it's quote-unquote okay to devalue women, to treat them like objects rather than to treat them like people. So I think this TED Talk provides a good insight in that. And then also provide an extended trailer for the documentary Misrepresentation. If you've never seen the documentary before, it's a little dated now. I think it's about 10 years old, but it still provides a lot of good information. So see if you could find it online somewhere. I think it might also be available on Canopy if you want to log into the Canopy account and check there. But this is just like a 10-minute trailer for the movie, so it kind of summarizes the entire documentary in about 10 minutes or so. And it does a great job, again, kind of making these connections to how gender inequality is an extension of the way women are portrayed in the media, and how that has consequences on the way women are treated in the workforce, how women are treated in politics. So it's just kind of a good overall encompassing film about gender inequality, specifically the way women are mistreated in society. And then my last little lecture video here is just a short presentation I put together specifically addressing the problems pertaining to gender inequality in the workforce. Many people think that since women are graduating from school and entering the workforce at comparable rates to men in society today, that gender inequality in the workforce no longer exists. However, that is a huge myth. So this video I explain things like the gender wage gap, the motherhood penalty, the second shift, all of these problems that still exist pertaining to inequalities at the intersection of gender and work. All right, so I hope you enjoy this content and find it interesting this week. Keep up the good work on your discussions, and I will see you soon. Take care, everyone.